Now that we are all quarantined and at home, most of your children may be receiving speech therapy through teletherapy. And today I wanted to help out with a specific speech sound that may be challenging for you as a parent to know how to correct as you're practicing with your child. And that is the S sound. So we have different types of S errors that we can have. We have a frontal lisp where the tongue is coming straight forward. We have a lateral lisp where the airflow is going out the sides, more of a sound. And then we have other sound errors, like maybe we're replacing a D for an S sound and we need to work on airflow. So I'm going to give you some basic tips on how to correct the S sound. These are things that I work with my clients. So a couple of things. First off, we want to work on tongue tip placement. Where does the tongue need to be? So if this is the top of my mouth, and these are my teeth, I want the tongue tip to not be touching my teeth or coming out of my teeth and not be too far back. So if we get too far back with our tip, then we start getting that SH sound or that sloppy S sound. So you want to be right between where the teeth are and where that alveolar ridge is that goes up into the palate. Then we also need to work on the sides of the tongue. The sides of the tongue need to be curled up, touching the gum lines of the upper teeth. That is to help block the airflow from going out the sides of the mouth. So once we have our tip up and our sides up, we're creating this space that I like to sometimes call the slide for our airflow to come straight forward. So tip up, sides up, and we should have a really high-pitched frequency in that sound. Those are basic tips to help encourage or coach your child through making that S sound now that they're not seeing their speech therapist directly in clinic, but more in a teletherapy way. Some fun tips for home to practice the S sound depending on what level they're at or depending on which position of the word they're working on. You can always do memory games, Go Fish. One of my favorite is playing headbands and having them describe the words versus asking questions, but even still asking questions, you're gonna have lots of opportunities for the S sound. You can have play I Spy with them and try to spy things around the house. So just a few tips on how to produce the S and some fun tips for home. And I hope that this was helpful.